You're tuned in to Ask the Master Auto Technician. Car questions? Get answers right now. Call 850-763-0555.
James Auto Center, we fix it right, guaranteed. Beep, 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 yeah.
All right, good morning to round two, or segment two of Thursday Morning Show. I have Brian Armstead. I think, Brian, are you calling from California today? I know you've gone out someplace.
Yes, I'm in beautiful Ojai Valley, California, which is about an hour south of Santa Barbara. I think we were going south. We went down the Ventura Highway, so, I started thinking of the America song as I was cruising along the Pacific Coast.
Absolutely.
Ventura Highway in the sunshine.
Oh, yes. I remember.
The days are brighter, the nights are,
Yeah. When I went to L.A., I saw that Ventura Highway, and that's the first thing that came to my mind was the 1974 song by America, Ventura Highway.
California is just a beautiful state. It's just, if you question that there's a supreme being and you come out here to California, there'll be no more doubt in your mind that.
And driving in the traffic, you need a supreme being to keep you safe in California.
Well, coming south, we encountered no traffic at all. I don't know if that was just a function of the time of day, but at any rate, I'm here. I came out to drive a variety of Toyotas, James, including the Prius Prime. Now, I don't know if this is like Optimus Prime and it's going to transform into, one day you get a Prius, the next day you get a Lexus, the next day you get a Toyota Tundra. So we'll see what happens with the Prius Prime if it has those transformer capabilities. Actually driving that tomorrow.
Okay.
I had a chance to preview it last night. They had it staged to dinner.
Yeah.
Good-looking Prius. I'm sure it just has some upgrades that include, maybe better MPG or such. But we'll certainly delve into all of these vehicles a little deeper next week. So I just thought I'd call in today and give a preview of what we can expect.
Okay.
Also going to be driving. Well, today we're going to be driving the 2017 Corolla, which is just a standard bearer for Toyota. If you think back to the 1980s. When Toyota first really made their moves here in the United States, it was the Corolla that really, was the sales leader. Everybody drove a Corolla. They were reliable.
Inexpensive.
If you keep the rust off of them, you had a car that would last 400,000 miles.
Without even changing the oil. They were very dependent. I shouldn't say that, but they were very
No, people didn't change the oil.
Yeah, they did.
You're right.
They just drove.
They had clogged oil filters, and, still the car would just keep on running. We're going to do a Corolla, the Toyota Highlander, which is essentially turned into a premium SUV. This thing's really gone upscale with the features. The Toyota Sienna, which is one of the survivors in the minivan wars, James.
Yep.
And the Toyota 86. What's an 86, you ask?
I don't know. What is an 86?
Thank you for asking, James.
Yes, what is an 86? I have no idea.
If you remember the now retired Saturn line, they had the Saturn FRS and the Subaru BRZ sports cars, the rear-wheel drive.
Vaguely,
small,
small
two-door sports cars. Well, when Cyan went to the automotive graveyard in the sky, the Cyan FRS became the Toyota 86. So they've essentially rebadged the Scion to keep it as viable.
Now we're talking about the square boxy Zion. Is that which one we're talking about?
No. This is a little two-seat sports car.
Oh, okay, all right.
And they share the body style with Subaru.
Oh, okay.
So Subaru has the BRZ. We talked about the Infiniti QX30 and the Mercedes-Benz GL.
Right.
GLA, sharing the same
platform.
Essentially everything right down to the key fob with an Infiniti logo on a Mercedes key fob. So manufacturers do this from time to time, but when Scion hit the dust, when they decided to stop selling Scions here in the, it was an American brand anyway, then they just changed the name to the 86. Now, the 86 has some kind of significance. So I'll find out today what the significance is for the 86. At dinner last night, there was some chatter amongst fellow journalists that they should have named the 86 the Toyota Celica.
Really?
And if you recall back in the day when the Corolla was popular, the Celica was also a big hit. I
own one.
My daughter's mom, my ex-wife, her first car, she immigrated here from Ethiopia, and she got her money together, she got a couple of $1,000 together. Said, Brian, can you help me find a car? I found a mint condition Toyota Celica for her as her first car, and what a great first car to have, because again, you don't have to worry about any maintenance.
Yeah.
It was reasonably safe for the day.
Right.
I mean, nothing back in the 70s.
No
except for
no airbags.
Mercedes-Benz products. Some of the German cars were really had any focus on safety. So she felt good about the car and drove it for many years. So Toyota's doing their thing out here in beautiful Ojai. A lot of good stuff going on. So we'll spend the full day today driving those four vehicles, and then tomorrow we spend the full day kind of breaking down the reason we came out here primarily, which is the Toyota Prius Prime. Now, they halted production of the Prime.
Oh.
Well, they pushed it back, and I'll also find out the reason for that tomorrow.
Okay.
And then Saturday, we head on back to the great state of Maryland, and where I have a wonderful Lexus RCS. It's the 400 plus horsepower sport coupe from Lexus.
Wow. And
what a car, man! It just you fire up the F Sport engine and it just growls. It just makes this sweet noise. It's got dual stacked. It's got dual stacked exhaust in the rear.
I think you said
carbon fiber overlay on the roof.
You sent a picture of that on Facebook. Is that? I think it was
the
blue one. The blue one was
Facebook.
It was stacked up.
Blue car.
Yeah, it was awesome looking. Someone didn't like the exhaust tailpipes on it, but I thought that looked pretty neat. I thought it was.
It's kind of unique.
It is.
It's kind of an offset stack.
Right.
So the lower pipe is canted a little bit further to the left than the upper pipe. I mean, you can't continually make everything look the same and have any uniqueness to your automobiles.
Yeah.
So I think Lexus has done a nice job. The only thing I don't really like about some of the Lexus cars, including this one, is that the interior, the quality of the interior materials is not quite up to speed with the beauty of the rest of the car. I had a similar experience with the GS F, which is just a ferocious automobile. I mean, it has the same engine as this car I'm in now.
Right.
400 plus horsepower, 467 horsepower, and you just kind of rule the road.
It sounds
and it's a big car, and you've got the luxury, but there must have been 5 or 6 different patterns of material. I had faux suede, I had carbon fiber, I had plastic of different colors, I had leather, I had stitching of different colors. I'm like, good Lord, this thing's making me dizzy just trying to figure out,
So it sounds like a cacophony of different materials throughout the interior, from plastic to leather.
It's an inharmonious. If that's the word.
Inharmonious.
Unharmonious melding.
All right.
Unharmonious melding of textures and styles and designs, and it just doesn't quite work. So
it just doesn't flow.
Lexus is getting close. They're getting real close to the jackpot, which is BMW and Audi. They want to and Mercedes on the high end of luxury. They want to emulate these German brands, and they're getting really close to striking out. They're terrific cars. I mean, again, you get a Lexus and you drive it for 300,000 miles. You do have to change oil, folks.
Yes, you do. You do have to change oil. Now, you said carbon fiber. Now, is that strictly on the interior? Are they putting the body panels with carbon fiber on the exterior? I have no idea what new technologies are coming out with carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber in the Lexus RCS. I'm trying to remember if there's any inside, because I just got into it for one day and basically drove it to the airport. I know for a fact that it's on the roof.
Okay.
There's an overlay, so they just basically took a panel of carbon fiber, which is very lightweight, high-strength material, put a coat of epoxy over it, some kind of clear coat material, and then laid it in over the roof. This is a very nice treatment. BMW does it with a lot of their M cars, a lot of aftermarket shops. If you go to SEMA, the Special Equipment Marketing Association's big show in Las Vegas, it's coming up in October.
Right.
You'll see a lot of carbon fiber trim. You'll see carbon fiber shift knobs and dash kits and wheels. And I mean, carbon fiber wheels cost a fortune.
But they're probably much more stronger and much more.
They're strong, yeah.
Resistant to bending.
You pay the price for them, though. So this Lexus has a carbon fiber spoiler on the back deploys from the rear deck at a certain miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a really nice looking car. You know, it's tight for a big guy, but once I got used to the seats pinching my bottom, it actually became quite comfortable. It wasn't like a Jaguar XJR, which is not in production anymore. At least the one I'm talking about. They still have the XJR, but I'm talking about the mid 2000 XJRs that had all this power in the seat that would just squeeze you half to death. So just some good stuff out there now, and the Toyota brand and the Lexus brand, and are certainly doing a lot of good things. You know, if you look at the lineup for 2017, you've got the 86, you've got the Corolla, you've got the Yaris, you've got the Camry, which is, you know, a perennial top seller.
Oh, it is.
Avalon,
Absolutely.
Avalon and Sienna.
Yes.
And that just includes trucks, you know, cars and minivans. Then on the truck side, you've got the Tacoma and the Tundra. Then on the crossover and SUV side, you've got the RAV4 Highlander, which I'll drive today. 4Runner. I don't like the styling of the 4Runner because I used to own an old one, and I like that better. Sequoia, which is kind of a forgotten SUV.
Yeah, it is.
And, of course, the venerable Land Cruiser, which I believe we talked about our couple of months ago on the show.
We did. We talked
spoke
about
the Land Cruiser.
Yes, we did. Talked about it bigger and better. Bigger and better than it's ever been.
Bigger and better than it's ever been, and $85,000. It ought to be bigger and better than it's ever been. It's literally twice as much as the Sequoia, and I don't understand how it can possibly be twice as much as the vehicle that's essentially the same size.
I have no idea.
You know, if you can charge that kind of money and get away with it, then so be it. Happy for Toyota.
But you got to, okay, we only got about a minute left here, but you got to admit, you're talking about earlier the 70s. That's when I bought my first Toyota in 74, 75. And the difference between Toyotas in the 70s now, they were a lot smaller, and Toyotas of today, the Toyotas of the day are as bigger than the American-made trucks and cars of today. I mean, they're just a completely different design of cars than what we had, 30, 40 years ago.
And they're safer now, folks.
Oh, yes.
The Toyotas of the 70s were not safe at all. And the Toyotas, well, they're reasonably safe, but compared to today, nothing is really safe. But today, all of the active technologies and airbags and rollover protection and skid control, all kinds of good stuff. Toyota.com, folks, for more details.
Okay.
I'll be back next Thursday, James and Anna Marie, to talk more about the actual drive experience of these 2017 Toyotas.
We're looking forward to hearing about this. We want to know more about the Prius Prime. I want to know more about it, because if I want to know about the engine. Is it an Atkins engine? It's direct injection? I want to know more about what they've decided to do, because I know you ask the right questions and you'll give us the right answer. Brian, thank you so much for being on here. We'll talk to you next Thursday, same time. Have a safe trip back to Maryland from California, and we'll talk to you next Thursday morning. Bye-bye. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, this is James Morris. We'll be right back tomorrow morning with Mark Sarlo, and I know I've got Hanson Hindenburg from Baytown Tires, and we'll be back tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.
James Auto Center, we fix it right, guaranteed. Beep, 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 yeah.